Welcome back everyone to another mod showcase for Hytale, and today we're going to be doing a review for Macaw's Highlights mod. And I am very familiar with Macaw's furniture mod for Minecraft. I'll say I'm pretty much familiar with Macaw's building mods through Minecraft. So this is quite a coincidence that I'm actually seeing him make content for Hytale. It's actually pretty interesting. But let me just read the overview on their mod page. So it says, do you want more light sources than Hytale offers? If that's the case, then you came to the right place. The first version of this mod adds stuff like street lights, garden lights, ceiling lights, lamps, tiki torches, I'll say etc. Everything can be turned on and off. Lamps, lanterns, candle holders can be placed on walls. I'll say the list just goes on, and they have earlier versions as well. And also, I do want to say that I'm also in creative mode because I'm going to be pulling some stuff out, and I probably just don't want to do everything in survival because we're like right next to this golem outpost thing over there. I mean, I know those guys hit pretty hard, but I just don't want to fight them today. But anyways, if you guys want to make the Macaw's light bench, you're going to have to make a workbench like normal. Then you got to go all the way over to your crafting session. And then you'll see Macaw's light bench. So in order to make it, you just need 3 logs of any tree, and then you easily able to make the Macaw's light bench. And then once you make the light bench, it's going to look like this. I mean, this is a very neat aesthetic. Like, he does pretty well with aesthetic mods. Like, this is like a quality of life mod in a nutshell. Hytale quality of life mods. That's interesting. But anyways, so this is the light bench, and we have items like lamps, lanterns, ceiling lights, and candles. And they say you can also turn them on and off. So let me just try the garden light, because I'm going to just craft them. So we got garden light. Can we craft this one? We got ourselves the red cone lamp. We have the red round cone lamp. More lamps. I mean, I might as well just try the lamps out. So we have is the what? The garden light. So it's this itty bitty thing. You can also turn it on and off by interacting with your keybind. So I think for the default it's F, so you can see that it does change the lighting. And if you want to make it taller, just add it on top. I think that's how it's supposed to work. It could be wrong. Nope, it doesn't work like that. Alright, so I think it only works for lamps like these types. These here, you can turn them on and off. And you can also place them on the wall. But if you want to make them taller, you just got to place it on top, just like this, to basically make the taller version of the lamp. I'm not sure you can do the same thing for this one. Nah, I think once it's on the wall, it's committed to the wall. And then you can also do the same with the square. Very interesting stuff. And white paper lamps. I think you can also just hang them as a ceiling, because I think these are like ceiling pieces. I don't know. Or I think they're floor pieces. I think there might be floor pieces, but you can see that it's illuminating a little bit. But that's the cool thing about this mod, and I'm still trying to learn how to use these GUI. Alright, let me see what else is in this workbench over here. So we have the lanterns. So I'll say these lanterns are a little bit interesting. They kind of have like copper and iron material on them. This is what they meant about the double street lamps. You can make street lamps, ceiling lights, and a candle. I might as well just, I guess, try a tiki candle. Maybe try a tiki candle and I guess, a iron candle holder thingy. I might as well just try a few of these things. So let me go to this one. This is the classic iron. Yeah, so these are just typical lanterns. And you got the copper one, very similar. Let me just do this. Yeah, I'm still working with this UI. So we got the double lighting. This looks pretty nice. You could just set it up like this. Just have something like that. Like some weird design. You can also have a face street lamp where it's just, I guess if you just walk somewhere, you could just walk by it as if you're in some sort of, you know, sketchy neighborhood. Good for like roleplay. Good for roleplay mods. You can also have ceiling lights. I think this is something that I would love to have because it's better than whatever I got in vanilla. And what is this? Blood leaf. Oh, you kind of distracted me for a second. We also got tikis. You can turn them on and off. They just have a little bit of a fire animation. You can just see the little flame just go in and out. It's actually pretty cool. And you also got the little candle holder. And you can also turn this one on and off. And luckily, you don't have to worry about wax being used up. That's actually very interesting light sources. Anyways, that is going to conclude for the video. And I'm just very surprised that Macaw actually made mods for Hytale. Like, it took me a while until I actually read the name right. I was looking at the name, and I was like, wait, is that the Macaw? And it was the Macaw for the Macaw furniture, the Macaw's furniture or energy mods. I kind of forgot because he has many in his name, and I used to showcase his mods pretty frequently last year or probably months ago. But if you guys find this showcase helpful in some way, then I'm very grateful, and give credit to Macaw once again for making an interesting quality of life mod that just adds new light sources into Hytale. But until then, see you guys with the next one, and goodbye.